Raise your glass, raise your soul. ShonGee, Wine La Vie. Let's go. ShonGee, Wine La Vie. Oh, can't you see? It's a toast to the moment, to the joy, to be free. With a song in your heart and a glass in your hand. It's the podcast, a flavor, the groove of the land.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wine La Vie podcast with your host, Keisha ShonGee Johnson. I am in the building. How y'all doing? I hope you've had an opportunity to enjoy your day. I hope all has been well with you and your family. Listen, have you had an opportunity to get some peace and serenity? Listen, I hope you have, because lately I have been reflecting. I have just been in awe, just doing my thing outside, taking nature. The bugs is not biting. The weather is phenomenal. It's not too hot. Fall is here, baby. It is here. So I am so super excited about that. And listen, I'm just feeling good. I am in a space, in a phase of all new beginnings, everything new. So, and with everything being new, sometimes you have to take a step back to kind of unwind and take it all in. So I've been taking it all in. Okay. So listen, we got a phenomenal show for you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being loyal. Thank you so much for just being here and tuning in every week. I certainly appreciate you. I cannot do what I do without all of you. So thank you. Okay. So we're going to dive into it tonight. And our feature tonight is California sweet red wine. This it smells phenomenal. I'm so excited. Listen, the smell is an everyday wine with refreshing acidity. This premium California wine has a luscious mouthfeel with the natural residual grape and sweetness of smooth finish. I'm smelling right now. This sweet red blend, this wine offers a delicate peach and floral aromas that's rich on your palate. So you know how we swirl that thing and we smell that thing, right? So now it's time to sip that thing, baby. Listen, this was released 2022. This product is a product of St. Helena and Lodi of California. This is a sweet wine. The alcohol content is 13%. I like mine's a little chilled, okay? So the aging grapes is 3 years. This enticing fresh berry flavors and lovely floral notes of red wine to make a perfect pairing with grilled meats, light cheeses, barbecue ribs, juicy cheeseburgers, spicy Asian food, Italian sausage tortellini, baby. Woo! You can also pair this with the various spice Asian cuisines dishes, which you can bring out the flavors in this wine. Okay, so tonight, since it's fall time, and since this wine is paired with barbecue and cheeseburgers and all that good stuff, honey, I did my own personal thing. Y'all know I don't eat no meat but fish and seafood, right? And plant-based, right? So since it's fall time and it's football time, y'all see I got my jersey on, right? So it's football time, right? So I love this time of the year, right? So what I have prepared for you tonight, oh, can you see that? Listen, I have some plant-based Italian sausage. Can you see that? Oh, smells so good. It's plant-based barbecue Italian sausage. Then I have a pasta salad, right? Because, of course, that got to go with the barbecue, right? And then I have some homemade coleslaw, shredded off the cabbage with the carrots and the onions. Oh my God. Oh, it's so delicious, right? So tonight, since we are talking about football, right? So listen, I am a football girl. I love me some football, baby. I grew up with sports, honey. I come from a daddy that loves sports and always kept me active. So tonight, what I'm going to talk about, ShonGee always give you a little inspiration, either a healthy kick or something like that, where your body is in a line and you have the positivity, mental, mind, body, soul, everything, right? So the key takeaways from the game of football, because y'all see, I'm in my jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'm Team Falcons all the way, right? Georgia Peach, baby. So listen, football is played by two teams of 11 players on a 120-yard field, aiming to score points. The game starts with a kickoff, okay? And the teams have 4 downs to gain 10 yards to continue playing. The offense or the team with the control of the ball attempts to advance the ball down the field, okay? Running or passing the ball, while the opposing team aims to stop their advance and tries to control the ball. The object of the game is for one team to outscore the other. This is accomplished by advancing the football down the field and scoring as many points as possible. Okay? The NFL, with 32 teams, is the top American Football League, leading its season to the Super Bowl. Can we say touchdown? Okay. So, ShonGee, what is the message that you're trying to present to us, right? So, my point is, I use the game of football as an analogy because when life and negativity and bad energy is chasing you, keep running. You have the ball. When people are trying to destroy your dreams and your vision, keep running. You have the ball. When life and your finances are in a disarray, keep running. Go, 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 go down the field. Okay? Keep running. You have the ball. When the ultimate goal and the mission is to win and succeed in the game, never give up, even when the game goes in overtime. The ultimate goal, what ShonGee is trying to say tonight, is keep running. When it looks like all odds are stacked against you, you keep running, okay? You don't fumble the ball, and if you fumble the ball, you gain the ball, you get it back, but you keep running. You keep pressing for the mark, okay? So, with that being said, the guest I have for you tonight, she's been running the ball, okay? So, without further ado, let me introduce you to her. Miss Demica Lynn Baity is a woman of faith, resilience, and restoration. She is the author of Unbroken, a journey from homelessness to healing, where she shares her powerful, powerful, powerful testimony of surviving and overcoming a decade of homelessness, a journey from brokenness to break through has become an inspiration to others who are navigating, hardship and searching for hope. She now inspires others to walk in faith, embrace their worth, and live unbroken. Through her book, testimony, and brand, she empowers women and families to rebuild their lives with confidence and purpose. As a founder of Wealthy Living, a lifestyle brand that blends faith, self-care, and abundance, Demica empowers women and families to embrace healing, purpose, prosperity, and every season of their life. Her mission is to remind others that no matter the setbacks, let me repeat that again. No matter the setbacks, with God, it is possible to rebuild, thrive the life of unbrokenness. Through her writing, speaking, brand vision, Demica continues to impact lives, offering encouragement, practical wisdom, and a bold reminder that true wealth begins with faith and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a bad queen tonight that's willing to give her testimony to be able to help someone else in life to make changes, be the change you want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, she's been running the ball, baby, to success. She's been running the ball, baby, to victory. She's been running the ball, baby, over a decade. That's 10 years of fighting homelessness. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Demica Lynn. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, Queen.
How you doing? Welcome to the Wine La Vie podcast. I am so excited to have you.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. This is such an honor to be here.
Absolutely. Listen, we're going to have a good time. Honey, just relax. Listen,
Yes,
it's going to be fun. And when I was reading your bio, I said, my God, you understand what I'm saying? When you think that you got it bad,
right.
you never know that there is someone that has it worse. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to be grateful in all things. So I'm truly grateful that you're here. I'm truly grateful for you to share your testimony,
Yes,
how all of this happened.
Sadly, over a man. That's how it all started. Over a man. But even with that still, being that the journey has been 10 years going, that I kept going, I kept pushing, I kept fighting, and I didn't have time to weep. I didn't have time to have a pity party. I didn't have time to be like, woe is me and all this and that and the third, and look for empathy and sympathy. I didn't have time for that. I was too busy trying to find a solution,
Right.
to the situation, and at the same time survive through the situation. So that's pretty much how all this happened. And then the pandemic didn't help matters any. So the pandemic actually made it worse, and ended up making the journey even longer because of the limited resources that were available for homeless people. They were so busy helping other people, preventing them from being homeless, that they didn't really consider the ones that were already homeless having any type of help or programs or any assistance for those that are already in the homeless state. So it was just been a journey.
Wow, wow. When I tell you, but listen, my God, you have survived it. And I know it wasn't easy.
No.
And when I read your bio and I just was like, you know, there are all types of homelessness, right? When you don't have a place with your name on it, although you might have a shelter where you can lay your head, that's a form of homelessness,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So I've been there myself, right? So and people have no idea, don't have no clue, but I've had to be in a sense of homelessness where I too, a relationship, it destroyed me, right? Here it is when I built and I put everything that I had into this relationship. And then guess what? I lost everything. I had to put everything in storage and everything. And guess what? I had to go back home. I had to go back to my parents. That's the form of homelessness. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying? When
Yes,
you don't
ma'am.
have the keys with your name on an address and you don't have the keys to open up and it has your address, your mail, that's a sense of homelessness. And
Yep.
and I too was in that situation for almost a year. Almost a
Right.
year. But guess what? I kept running the ball. I kept running the ball. And Queen, you've been running this ball. It's been a long fight
I
for
love that
you.
analogy. I love that ball analogy. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yes, so stack all odds against you. How you feeling?
I'm wonderful. I'm
Absolutely.
happy. I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. I'm just. It's been a. It's been a really been a journey, and not only just during the period of homelessness, but even after getting keys to my own home. That's still another period of healing that I had to go through, not only just emotionally and psychologically, but physically, even because even during the time of me being homeless, I ended up getting sick and
Okay.
I was in the hospital 8.5 days. And when I left the hospital, I ended up being disabled because I laid in the bed that entire time. So my
Wow.
body did not move at all. And when I got up, oh my God, you thought it felt like I had gotten ran over because I was in
Mm.
so much, my whole body just reeked of pain. I was in so much pain. So I had to pretty much really do things that I did before were difficult for me to do again. And I had to really push myself to do those things and all over again. So, but I didn't have time because I was homeless. I didn't have time to to have a pity party. I didn't have time to be like, "Woe is me," and I didn't have time for that. I had to figure out how to get myself out of this situation and get into a place called home. I had
Mm.
to figure out a way to get keys where
Mm.
I will be able to heal, where I will be able to relax and not just try to do that in a vehicle because
Mhm.
it was a vehicle, it was shelters, it was hotels, motels, and after exhausting all of those resources, I had nothing left but my car. And then when that
Wow.
died, and when the engine died on that, I didn't even have that. So it
Wow.
was my church family, my new church family, my Adventist church family came through. They have been nothing but a support net for me, and they have helped me through these last few months of being homeless until I got keys to my apartment. So they have been very supportive of me, and I'm just grateful and thankful for them, as well as my mom. I'm grateful for
That's
her.
that's amazing. You know, it's such power in your testimony, because when you got out the hospital, you could have just, woe is me. This is it. This is the rest of my life. And that's it. But you didn't. Tell them how you got into being a testimony and using your testimony as power to be able to share and give knowledge and speak to other people in regards to what you've been through.
I haven't really yet gotten out to tell everyone. I really just started doing that through my memoir. Writing it out was a big relief for me, putting it on paper, and then reading what I put on paper and trying hard not to lose it, because everything I write, it's like I'm feeling it all over again. So, but once I got it on paper, I said, okay, I can't keep this to myself. I have to share it, because it's too powerful not to share. And other people need to know that when the world keeps moving and you're forgotten, God hasn't forgotten you. He's still watching down on you. He is opening doors you cannot see. He is making ways that you may not see down the road, but he sees down the road. He sees far ahead. He knows, and he already has it mapped out where your steps are ordered, and he has it fixed where you're going to get where you need to be.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yes,
so how
go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, so how did you come to being an author of Unbroken?
Well, like I said, I had already written it out.
Okay.
Written my story. I had actually typed it up and written it out and put it on paper. And I wanted to get some feedback and some information on how it was, what it was, and how it sounded, and if I needed more, input in it. But the person I asked said that she wanted to know, prior to me being homeless, who I was. And I'm like, well, that's a whole nother story, and that's a whole nother book, because, there's a story behind that does not fit this book. So I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. So I reached out to a publishing company to find out what my options were in the way of getting my book published and getting it out there, but they were so high and so expensive. I'm like, that's not going to do it either. So I went to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT has been guiding me and helping me and encouraging me to go on getting it published out, and helping me to get everything situated, to get the covers for the book just right, get the manuscript for the book just right, and to make sure that it passes through Amazon's direct publishing process. And they have been, without them, I don't even think I would have gotten as far as I did, because I have 4 editions out of my book, and they're all live right now on Amazon. So Yes. Yes. So as of August 29th, they're all live. So I have an ebook version, which is on Amazon. It's called Kindle. And then I have what is called a standard edition, which is a regular paperback. And I have a limited edition, which is a color paperback. And I have a hardcover or special edition, which is the hardcover. It's the hardback of the book. So all four of those are live as we speak, and it's available for anyone that's interested on Amazon.com right now. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I know, right?
That
I'm
is
excited.
amazing. Yes, that's amazing. Like, did you ever think that you'll be writing books right now?
Not now, but at one point, at one point I had went through another situation that I had planned on writing a book about, but in the middle of that, I ended up leaving my manuscript, my transcripts, all my notes and stuff back home and then moved here to Georgia. So now I'm trying to get that information so that I actually can write that book. But no, I had no idea that, this whole situation, this whole homeless issue was going to lead me to write a memoir about it, or even create a faith-based brand around it. So no, I had
Right.
no clue.
Right. And I feel like it is an amazing and is God's purpose for you to tell your testimony to be able to help other people in the same situation, right?
Yes,
So even I am an author of two books and working on a third project, but when I tell you it was like that very first book, it was like that was the breaking of the
yes,
silence. That
yes,
that was that was like I was nervous, I was scared, and I was like, oh gosh, how am I gonna get through this, right? But I did it. And then that just opened up everything to be where the second book, it was just like, okay, it's
right.
rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling. But I've always journalized. I've always, written in a journal, and I've always put my thoughts and my visions and everything on a journal. Write the vision, make it plain. And that's exactly
Yes,
what you have done. That's
yes.
exactly. You done wrote the vision and you're making it plain. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
Get
saying?
it
And
clean.
that's
I'm happy to share it with others because I feel like it would be a sin in itself to keep it to myself. It's wrong to keep it to myself because people need to know that there is hope. There is You're not forgotten. You're not
right,
broken. You're
right,
unbroken. And
right,
you're unbroken because you're still standing. You're unbroken because you're still breathing. You're unbroken because you're still pushing. You're still fighting. You're still moving. You're still pressing forward. That
right,
is what
right.
makes you unbroken.
Mhm,
The faith you have to keep going, the
mhm.
resilience you have to not stop, and
Right.
the trust you have in God that He is going to bring you out of the mess that you're in. Because there's a message in your mess. There's a testimony in
Absolutely.
your test. So there,
Absolutely.
yes, it's just on the other side. And you just keep going, keep moving, and like you said, keep running because you're holding the ball. Keep running down the field. Hold that
Right.
ball. Don't let that ball go. keep
Right.
keep hold on to that ball tight because
Tight.
your
Right.
your light is at the other side of the field. It's at the
Right.
the other side. It's right over there. It's at the other side. That's where your breakthrough is at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who has encouraged you through all of this?
Well, my mom has been encouraging, my sister, and I have a god sister. I call her my Hawaiian / Asian friend because she just moved to Asia less than
Okay.
2 weeks ago. So she has been very helpful in encouraging me throughout this whole process ever since we met. And my Adventist church family here in Macon, Georgia, Macon, Wimbish Adventist. They've been the whole church family has just loved on me since the first day I walked in the door. They have not stopped loving on me since I walked in the door, and they have been very helpful throughout this whole process, both spiritually and emotionally and even monetarily. They've been very helpful. So I've had lots of encouragement, but I've also had lots of people trying to destroy me during the process, trying to bring me down,
Right.
trying to block me. Even one person doing everything she could a couple of months before I even got, or a month before I even got my apartment, to sabotage me. But still, I could not. I just didn't have time for a pity party. I had to figure out a solution. I had to figure out a resolution. I had to figure out different alternatives and different ways, and whatever situation may be, I needed to find something to solidify and close this chapter. It was just going on too long. And 10 years to the day that I became homeless is the day that I got keys to my apartment. 10 years to the day.
Look at God.
That is God all day.
That's a blessing. Blessing.
That's God all day.
All day, all day. And to see your beautiful smile so bright, I know that you are so truly appreciative for the journey that you've been on. And I'm so proud of you because, you know, when I was in my situation, it was already hard, you know, that you depended on other people and you were, you know, I was embarrassed and everything like that. And one thing I know, people can't look at the book. You got to open up the book. Okay. So it's like you can look like $1 million, but you have no idea what a person is going through in the inside of the book. You know what I mean?
I made sure that even with me going through what I was going through, I didn't look like I was going through, because people would be like, you don't look like you're homeless. I got that all the time. You don't look like you're homeless. I am. That's not because I'm not knowing it. You know, I have, not only do I need to find a solution to my situation, but I also knew that I needed to keep a job so that when I did find a solution to the situation, I have some income to help with the situation, you know, to get myself out of the situation. So during the whole time, I've had a job. The entire time I had a job.
Amazing.
But still, you know, even with that, you know, the main thing was making sure that I had income so that when I was able to get a place, I would have income to back up the need for that place. So I did, like I said, I did not have time. Pity party was not even on the agenda because I was so busy surviving that it just was nowhere in the cards. Dreaming was already hard. But
Mhm.
when you're in survival mode, you don't have time. You can't even think about a pity party.
Right.
Because you're too
Absolutely.
busy trying to survive. You're too busy surviving. You don't have time for a pity party. And I did not have time for a pity party throughout the entire 10 years. I didn't have time. Did I have breakdowns? Yes, I did. There were times when my body was just exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And all I wanted to do was just lay down.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to lay down. And while everyone else would go home and, go to their beds and, go home and relax, I have to go to my car and sit up for hours on end before I can even think about laying down and taking a nap, because I couldn't just go home and go home and go to sleep. My home was my car. So I'm getting off work at 5 o'clock. I'm going to sleep for 12 hours. No, I can't sleep for 12 hours. I had to sit up a whole another 5 hours. And even if it meant sitting in the car and doing absolutely nothing, I had to sit up that whole time before
Wow.
I could literally lay myself down to even rest. And then the rest wasn't even comfortable rest. I would sleep but not rest, or I would rest and not sleep. And sometimes I would do neither. So, I just, okay. And there were times when I felt like I was just about to my body just wanted to give up so bad. There were times that my body wanted to give up. And I would just pray, Lord, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering how long, because I don't think my body can hold out. And that was
Right.
my prayer. I don't think my body can hold out any longer, Lord. Just how much longer?
Mm.
And then that's all I would say. I mean, what else could I say? The situation I got myself in, I could have avoided it. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going through the motions of what I could have avoided had I listened to the warning signs when they were given to me.
Right. Those warning signs, those red flags, yellow flags, anything but green,
Yes.
run, and
Run.
run fast.
Yeah. Yes.
Run fast.
And there were plenty of them, and they were there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you
Mm-hmm.
start ignoring them, and when I did ignore them, it just, what could have been prevented just prolong things even longer. And so I didn't have time
Yeah.
to have a pity party. I didn't have time to, I mean, I can go back and think about what I did and just not make sure I don't put myself in that situation again. But I didn't have time to reflect on it and let it get me down and keep me down. I didn't have time for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
needed to get to a house. I needed to get to an apartment. I didn't care what it was. As long as I got somewhere where I can have a bed and I can lay down in it, I'll be okay. So
Right.
that's what, that was my thought process. When you're in survival mode, your whole concept is surviving throughout the day.
Mm.
Yes, you have other things you need to think about, but your main focus is surviving throughout the day.
Right.
So, but it didn't, I pray a lot. I have prayed and prayed and prayed. And I'm like, Lord, what is it you wanted me to see in this? I'm here for a reason. There's a reason you want me to be here this long.
Right.
And even then I couldn't figure out why I was in it for so long. Now I feel like somebody else needs to know that If I can come out of a 10-year decade battle with homelessness, whatever situation you're going through, no matter how long you've been going through it, there's a way out of it.
Right. Absolutely.
There is always a way out.
Absolutely.
And
And you definitely made your way out. And
yeah,
I know it's still a journey and a process that you're going through. But one thing I know, my third project that I'm doing is I don't look like what I'm going through. I don't
yes,
look like what I've been through. Okay. And so for you to say that, listen, people saying you don't look like you're homeless or whatever. I don't know where people mind their process. It's like, what are you supposed to look dirty? Are you supposed to look, unkept?
right.
I too face that too, right? And I'm like, you have no idea how the pain and the hurt and everything that you've been through. So my sister, I salute you 2 times, okay, for just standing up, being the queen that you are, and you're doing it. You are doing it, and you are a witness for all of us to see, okay, to be grateful and thankful for everything that
Yes.
Creator has done for us. And with that being said, tell us about Wealthy Living Collection.
Okay, so my brand, Wealthy Living, is a faith-based brand that is all about prosperity, all about abundance, and all about faith. So I created this also with ChatGPT helping me, and this actually came about from ChatGPT just because of 2 words that I said, and those 2 words was wealthy sunset. So wealthy
Hmm.
sunset is my way of saying good evening. Restful
Mm.
slumber is my way of saying good night. Wealthy rising is my way of saying good morning, and wealthy noonday is my way of saying good afternoon. So that concept came from an idea that ChatGPT put together and created this entire whole brand here. So it's it is a brand where you get to live out of the 4 themes of the day. So that would be rising, noonday, sunset, and slumber. In the process of creating a devotion affirmation journal where you'll be able to um, deal with each theme on a weekly basis. So you'll get to do rising on one week, noonday on another, sunset on another, and nighttime on another. So pretty much it's all about faith. It's all about prosperity. It's all based on Deuteronomy 8:18 that talks about how the power of wealth, where your wealth comes from. It is not for you to think that man is giving you wealth. This is for you to understand that your wealth comes from God Almighty Himself.
Right.
He is the one
Absolutely.
that gives you the power to have wealth. And without Him, you ain't got no wealth. I don't care who you know. It don't matter who you know. God is the one who gives you that power and that ability and that abundance to be wealthy. And it's through Him that wealth is obtained. So that my is consisting of, like I said, journals. Is consisting of a devotion affirmation journal. Is also consisting of journals that are based on each theme, um, rising and noonday, sunset, and slumber, where you get to write out your day during each
That's
theme.
good.
You can journal it, through each theme. So you don't have to put it all on one journal. You can literally take the time in the morning to write out your thought process. And I'm one of those that, and it's been a long time since I've done it, but I will always write letters to God. That was one thing I've always done. I was writing letters to God. And sometimes I would take those letters and I would seal them up and put them away. And then I would open them up, and then it would be at a time when I opened it up that I would need it at that time that I opened it up, because I would ask him questions and stuff and end up getting answers to my own questions. So at a time when I needed them. So this here is where you can take your thought process and put it in a journal, and you can either use it to, plan your day. You can use it to have a relationship with God during that time period of the day, and then take the noonday journal and then write out your thought process on the noonday journal. You don't have to do it all on one journal. The journals are set up to be split up 4 times a day. So you can literally take one journal and write it out for that day. You can take another journal and write out what your day was like. Like that would be sunset, the evening time. You can pretty much put out how your day went and how you got through it, and then nighttime you just be like, okay, God brought me through another day.
Right.
And now it's time for me to rest in that abundance that he has brought me through. So that is what my faith brand is pretty much. It's not just journals. I'm gonna have drinkware. I'm gonna have apparel like t-shirts and hoodies and long sleeve shirts, things of that nature. I'm gonna have bookmarks, phone cases. Even looking into having jewelry based on wealthy living, also based on Unbroken, my book. So and having jewelry based on the two, which is Unbroken, which is called Unbroken Wealth. So it's a combination of the two. So yes, I'm also looking into having a podcast.
Yes, come on, Will. Come
Well,
on. Yes, I love it.
Not so much a podcast, but more like a blog. More like a blog. I'm looking into that as well. So, it's like, okay, Lord, you have me go through all of that. So for this, really, and I'm so excited because it's all around my whole testimony. It's all based off of my testimony.
Right.
No matter what you're going through, no matter how bad it looks, no matter how broken you feel, you are not broken. You are unbroken. Unbroken.
That's good.
Never let nobody tell you that you are broke down, because you're not. You are unbroken because God made you to be unbroken.
Sister. Oh, queen. You bad. Oh, you are bad. Listen, it's not, when it comes to technology, it's not what you use. It's how you use it. And you are an example of how you're using it, how you've done it, what you're doing, what you're still doing. And here it is. You done created businesses, memoirs, journals, book. You understand what I'm saying? And all of those are residual income. Okay. So it's like God took you through that whole decade of what you went through to bring you right now unbroken, to be like, boom, Now tell the world.
Yes.
Use your gifts and your talents and tell the world and share with the world.
And that's what I'm doing. The world needs to know, and the world deserves to know. And keeping it to myself is a sin in itself. And I refuse to do that, because there's somebody else out there that needs to know that you're not forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You're not broken. You're not forgotten. God sees you. God hears you. And he knows.
Right. Oh my God. I'm up here tearing up. Oh my gosh. Because it just kind of took me back. It made me think back of certain situations that I've been through and what I've gone through and what I'm still going through, and it's like, wow, I'm not broke. I'm unbroken. You understand what I'm saying? Some things that I came out of, people will be like, my God, and you still functionable. You haven't went in.
You are unbroken.
Unbroken.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. You are unbroken. Yes.
Unbroken. Absolutely. What would you tell someone that was looking to do a business, looking to share their testimony, but they are afraid? What would you tell them? What golden nuggets would you leave with them?
Don't be afraid to share what you want to share, what God has placed on your heart to share. Don't be afraid to do it, because somebody else may need to hear what you have to say.
Right.
God has built you to be unbroken. He has not built you to be afraid of anything. He has not built you to sit on your testimony, to sit on your message, the message he gave you, the mess you came through, the test that you have endured. You need to share it. Someone else needs to hear it.
Right.
It's not meant for you to keep. It's meant for you to give. So give it, share it, and keep going.
Keep running.
Keep running, because you got the ball. Keep going.
You got that ball.
Don't drop. Whatever you do, do not drop that ball. You just keep on
Don't
going.
drop the ball.
Don't drop the ball. And even if you do drop the ball, pick it up and get back up and keep on going.
That's right. That's right.
Hurry up and pick it up. Yeah, hurry up and pick it up.
Right. It has been such a pleasure. I'm so just excited to see where you're going and where all of this is going to come. When you put it out there in the universe, you're speaking, power of the spoken word, right? So you have to be careful with the things you put out there in the universe, right? Yes, and be ready for what you ask for. And baby, Miss Demica, you are ready. You're ready. You ready for what you want God to do for you, and what you want God to continue to answer prayers for you. Yes. You're ready.
Yep.
You're ready. Don't be afraid. And it's so good that people have a stereotype of thinking that, if you're in a certain situation, you can't be educated, you can't be knowledgeable, you can't teach, you can't won't nobody listen to you type of just that's how they'll display you, right? But having a conversation with you has been absolutely warming. It has been like, I'm up here about to cry because I'm like, oh my God, I should never complain about nothing ever. Okay.
None of us
only
should.
Being grateful. Right.
None of us should. Because even with me going through 10 years of homelessness, there's somebody else who is going through something way worse than me.
Right.
So who am I to complain?
Right.
I'm nobody to complain. My goal and my job is not to complain. My goal and my job is to help others to be resilient in what they're going through and to bounce back. And but also know that God is the one who's bringing you back. He's the one that's helping you to bounce back. When you feel like you can't move, or when you feel like you can't walk no more, or when you feel like you can't even get up, God is the one that's carrying you. God is the one that's moving for you. God is the one who is uplifting you. And he's the one that keeps you, gives you that energy and that strength that you need to keep going. God's doing that. Not man.
Yeah.
That's God Almighty. That's his power. We can't give God credit for that. That's God's power. So
Absolutely amazing.
keep going.
You bad.
Move it. I don't know about all that.
Oh, you're bad. For the simple fact to be able to tell your testimony the way that you have, and you're still not missing a beat. It's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. And don't you ever let nobody ever tell you nothing different either. Amazing.
I'm right back at you, sister. Don't let nobody tell you anything different either. At all.
Amen.
You doing it, okay? You are doing it. We both are doing it. We are both
Yes.
We are powerful queens, and we're both doing it.
Right, right.
It's
none of me, all of him. I give him the glory.
Not tearing each other down and destroying one another. No. And it's all because of God. That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if anyone want to get in contact with you, how would they be able to follow you?
I am on Facebook. I'm also, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Snapchat. I'm on all those. Okay. Also, they can email me at unbrokenwealth@gmail.com. They can email me there. They can also get information about my website, my e-commerce store, and they can do that through info@wealthylivingllc.com. They can send an email there as well. So they can contact me anytime. They can also reach out for me on Messenger too, because I'm on Messenger. I'm on Messenger all the time. So they can always get a hold of me on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. But
listen, oh my goodness. I'm just, with all of everything that you're doing and how you are literally, you done wrote the vision and you're making it plain, you're still writing. How do you handle all of everything you're doing? How is it for work-life balance for you?
The work-life balance, I can't do anything without God's help, without him sustaining me and giving me the energy to keep going and to keep moving. It's no different than me being homeless. When I was homeless, I was surviving. I had to keep going. I had to keep moving. I had to keep pushing. I had to keep going. Even now, even in my own place, I still have to keep going. I still have to keep moving. I still have to keep pushing. I don't have time to slow down. I have so much that I need to share and to tell other people. And I can't just not share it. I have to share it. So I'm always moving. I'm always working. I'm always busy, making sure that I can get my testimony out there. I can get my message out there. That is my goal, is to get my message out there. I want people to know that no matter how low things get, God has a way out for you.
Right.
There's always a way out.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that being said, that's spoken like a champ. Okay. And we go toast this thing on out, because we are coming to my time.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
listen, I commend you. You have exemplified so much strength and passion in fighting and running that ball. Okay. You done ran that ball, and it's touchdown for you, Queen. It's touchdown. Okay. So we're going to celebrate that. It's
Yes.
touchdown. Okay. It's time to have the victory, and we're gonna have a victory party. Okay.
Yes.
So anything that I can do, ShonGee Enterprises, Wine La Vie can do for you to help you, promote you, support you, I'm here for you. Okay.
Yes.
Anything that you
Thank
need.
you so
Okay.
much.
All right.
Yes.
And with you up here being an author, and you talking about how homelessness, you don't look like what you've been through, baby, you need to come on board and get on this project, that third project with me, okay? Because we
right now.
don't look like what
We've
we've been
been
through. Okay?
That's right. That's right. Yes, ma'am. All right now.
Kings and queens, this is my time. I'm your girl, Keisha ShonGee Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, you can reach Demica on all platforms. You can check out her book, her journals on Amazon. Baby, we celebrate her. And until the next time, cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Raise your glass, raise your soul. ShonGee, Wine La Vie. Let's go. ShonGee.